Hi everyone out there, welcome to Lois Southern Kitchen. Today I am going to be preparing some duck breasts. I'm going to come up with a new recipe. I've never eaten duck before, believe it or not, but I thought, well, I'm going to make a dish. I've heard a lot of good stuff about duck. It can be fatty. There's ways of making, fixing duck. So I'm trying something new. Now I've already went ahead and started preparing some vegetables, so I'm going to pull you out so you can see my stove and me. So let me pull you out some so you can see what I'm doing. So I hope your day's going good. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and turn my eye on. Turn it down. I don't want it too high because I want my duck, I want it to be kind of crispy on the outside, but yet I want it to get done in the middle. I don't want it to be raw. I hate raw meat. Anyway, I have some cabbage here that I have olive oil that I'm stir frying my cabbage in to go with this duck. And over here, if you can see it, I've got some delicious squash and onions, fresh squash and onions. I have sauteed in some olive oil. So right now I've got some butter here, and these are my duck breasts that I have right now that I'm going to fry. I'm using a cast iron skillet. I'm hoping this small skillet's going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and cook these. I think it's going to be perfect. Really good in my dimensions and perfect. But anyhow, hope your day is going good, but if you're joining me now, I am preparing a duck dish. Now, duck is new to me. I've never, ever eaten duck before, believe it or not. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put like kind of a medium heat high, and then I can turn it down, but I want it to brown on the outside good. Get kind of a crispy, a little bit crispy on the outside. But I am preparing duck breast, and I thought I'd stir fry some squash. Squash and cabbage is so good. So my cabbage is I want my vegetables not to be too soft with this dish. I'm going to go ahead and turn my squash off. It's ready. It's really pretty. I cut it kind of diagonal, to give it a little bit more look, prettier look, instead of slicing them. So anyhow, I am cooking 2 duck patties, breasts for my husband and I. And so this is going to be a delicious dish. I've never tried duck, but I've heard a lot of good stuff, and I believe it's good because I'm not a picky girl. I like all kinds of food. So food is good to me. And so I am going to turn this cabbage off because I don't like my cabbage to brown too much. Turn that off. I got squash done. Turn this up a little bit. I think my eye went out. Well, you know what? I turned the wrong eye off. I like to laugh at myself because sometimes it's funny. Hi, Brenda. I miss you, cousin. But anyhow, I've been busy today. Got a lot done. You know how Mondays are. Mondays are busy. But I even made it to the gym. I'm proud of myself, so get some exercise. Gotta keep this body getting older. Gotta keep it in shape. It's gonna wear out quick. But anyhow, Brenda, I am making some duck. I got 2 duck breasts. I have never tried duck. Have you tried it? I don't know. Just let me know if you tried duck before. And but I thought I'd give it a try to see how brown it's getting. I think I could turn it up just a little more. I'm using a cast iron skillet for my duck, because cast iron just makes the crust brown and more crispier. You know how our cornbread turns out when we use our cast iron skillet? And Oh my, he makes good biscuits too. But I am making, I have got some cabbage cooked to go with this. And what I've done, I didn't boil my cabbage. I took some olive oil and I kind of sauteed, you know, stir fried or sauteed, whatever you want to call it, my cabbage. And then I got some delicious squash here. I'm going to take the lid off of that. But I love fresh squash this time of the year. It's so good. But see if I turn this over a little bit. I want it a good crispy on the outside. I'm going to put a little bit of ground pepper on it. I'm cooking this, by the way, in some garlic powder and butter and an iron skillet. Flavor. I don't use a whole lot of salt. You know, I use garlic most of the time for salt. It's just healthier for you. Not that I have a problem with sodium. I really have good blood pressure, but I don't think too much sodium is good. A pinch of it, that's not going to hurt anything. But you know, a lot of people use a lot of salt in their food. You really don't need it. You can use some garlic. But I didn't even put salt in anything. I hardly ever salt. And it turns out this is good because I use a lot of seasoning. Let's see who's out here. Hi, Patty. It's nice to see you here. And Brenda. And whoever's watching that I can't see. I know a lot of people work and they're not off from work yet. But you can always go back and look at this. Now I've turned the heat down, but I'm going to turn it up just a little bit more. Because I am wanting my duck brown on the outside. But I'm going to have to turn it down to get it done. I want it done all through, and you know, you can tell by it. Just push it on your meat. You can tell if it's done enough. You can even use your finger. Duck has got a lot of fat in it. You want to cook that fat out of it. And you can use those droppings, by the way. They'd be good in fried potatoes. If you got potatoes around, I'm going to look and see if I got some. Nothing like some good fried potatoes. And use that duck fat off of that. Yummy. That'd be good. You got to get creative. Use that, you know. It's easy to come up with ideas. And I always think, you know, my grandmother, all the grandchildren called her Big Mama. And Brenda, you can relate to this. Nobody could cook like Big Mama. My grandmother was the best cook. And I can remember her as plain as day in the kitchen, making her cornbread and just good old country foods, collard greens, turnip greens, you name it, she did it. And just good days, good country cooking. And I miss my grandmother, but she'll always be in our hearts. But see, this is getting brown. So what I'm gonna do is take a nice brown, and I'm gonna get the other side brown, then I'm gonna turn my heat down. But that's the way I want it. I want it a little crispy. The duck's better, it gets all that fat out, and duck's very fatty. It's a fatty meat. I have studied it. And if you really want to, don't ever say you can't cook. Anybody can cook. Some people are better at some things. But no, everybody can cook. You can do anything. I always say that. You can do anything you put your mind to. It's just if you want to do it. Some people hate cooking. It's just like cleaning. Some people hate cleaning. The older I get, I hate cleaning. But you know, we have to clean. Okay, now I'm turning this duck down. And but that's what I've done. And what I'm going to do, because it's so long and lengthy, you know, just to try to keep a video going, this duck, I'm going to let it simmer for a little bit, low heat. And what I'm going to do is I'll post a picture. I've got some cabbage here. that I stir-fried, saute here, and some fresh squash and onions. So if I come up with the drippings, if I do something with the drippings, I will put it there that I have used the drippings off the duck. But anyway, I want to thank you for joining me, and I will post a picture below and just tell you about the dish. And trying duck today, and the duck, it should be good. I've never eaten duck before, but I wanted to prepare a dish. So I hope your afternoon, this evening is good, and we'll see you soon. Bye.